Hello, in this video I will show you how a database is created using the SQLMX DBS web interface. Databases are created by a system administrator, and this is the login screen for the system administrators. The same screen is used for tenant users, as we will see in later videos. I will now log in as tenant.admin. With the right. A database overview is now displayed. The screen includes information of the databases on this system, together with runtime information such as the running state, the configured numbers of connections, and the active connections. The bottom part of the screen shows additional information about the currently selected database. To create a database, I select the Create Database action from the Actions menu. When a user requests a database, they need to provide some information that the system administrator uses to perform the action. Required are a database name, a schema name, the size of a database, and user credentials. So I enter DBS test as a database. I will create a schema called HR, and I will ask for 10 gigabytes of storage. The user is France at home, or another email address, but I use this often, and a password. Additional configuration parameters deal with capacity and performance, the number of concurrent connections and timeout values, and the server execution priority. I select to create metadata views in the default schema and to record start and end times of user sessions. Let's say 12, idle servers is 2, service priority 51, 30 minutes, and another 30 minutes. Metadata views, user sessions. The system will now prepare the database by selecting free storage from the DBS storage pool and assign this storage exclusively to this database. It will create the catalog and the schema, including the one user schema that was created as a default schema in the AHR schema. It then starts the database server processes, known as the data source. A second browser window at the bottom of the screen shows my background activity. Creating a database takes about 1 to 2 minutes. When finished, the screen will refresh and we will see that the database is now started. Runtime information is shown, such as the configured maximum number of connections and the amount of storage used. This is taking a while. Here we go. The top part of the screen is used to select a database. The bottom part is to show additional data about this database and using the radio buttons. Using these buttons, information about schemas, users, connections, and storage is provided. Schemas show you the default schema and a system schema called information schema. If I click users, after creating a database, only the one user is present. This user has create access and is the owner of the database. The owner can create their own objects and users, and even in the end, remove the database. Connections list active and ready connections. In this case, there are 3 ready connections. Active connections show information from the client that holds that connection. And finally, storage. Storage shows you the detailed storage information. It will show you the data for the database. In this case, one volume. 10 gigabyte is configured because it was requested, but the volume size is 99 gigabytes. So there is even on the volume room to spare. And then there is some information or some space reserved in the OSS file space. For example, if you want to make a backup of your schema. So when the database is created, the user can access the same portal and manage the database and download drivers, examples, and find more information. Once they have a driver, they can make connections using ODBC and JDBC. So this concludes this demo for creating a database. My name is Frans Jongma, and thank you for your attention.